So, hey guys. So I've decided to do something with my books. And now I'm in my scary ass basement looking for something to wrap my books in so that I can read my physical TBR. Yeah. Now I'm looking for something to wrap my shit in and I don't really know what to do. Our wrapping paper is all the way in there. Let me see if I can, I don't know where it is. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know where it is. Where is our wrapping paper? Oh my goodness. Whoa, what are all these books? I never come down here. I don't like it down here. Oh, they're not books. They're movies. Yo. This freaking movie. If you guys have never seen, oh my god, and we have, what is, dude, we have Scooby-Doo and Witch's Ghost. That's dope. And Bambi and Lady and the Tramp, all in VHS. That's dope. Look at all these. We got Rocky, Little Witch, Ghost, frickin' SpongeBob. Yo, we're stacked. But yeah, I'm trying to find these thingies. I don't really know what I'm gonna do. Come on, Boops. Boopsies is behind me. He's just sleeping. And he saw me go downstairs, so now he has to be on my dick. Alright, let's figure out what we're gonna do. Hey homies, welcome back. I'm organizing my bookshelves and I want to wrap books that I haven't read and put them on a list and randomly pick them every once in a while to read because I really want to get through my physical TBR. And I think that would be really cool to be like, I read every single book on my bookshelves. Yeah. And then I'm also like counting how many books that I have, because I'm curious as well to know how many books I got. But so yeah, you guys, I'm gonna just show you guys what books I have, say if I've read them or not, if I have, if they're good, if I liked them, whatever. And yeah, I thought it'd be a cool idea. So first up on the agenda, these are all like my mystery thriller books. I don't have too many of them. I don't read too many mystery thriller scary books too much, but I do want to get into them because the ones that I have read literally shooketh me. So yeah, these are some of them. The first book on the list, oh, also, excuse how I pronounce some of the authors' names. I am not the smartest cookie in the box. See, that's not even the right. I'm not the brightest crayon in the box. And yeah, last names for me, especially names in general, reading them, I'm like, eh. You guys will see when I do book reviews and things like that, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, so first book is The Chain by Adrienne McKinty. I have not read this one yet, don't really know what they're about, but I heard it's really good. I got it from Barnes & Noble and it was like one of those like wrapped, it was like wrapped and then it said like mystery thriller or like thriller or whatever it said on there. And I was like, ooh, I really like that. So I picked this up and this was the book it was when I unwrapped it. Second book in the mystery thriller is The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelids. I have read this one and it was super good. If you guys haven't read it, I highly suggest it. Maybe I'll do a video on it. It's so good. the plot twist was twisting. Next up is The Word is Murder by Anthony Horowitz. I haven't read this one. I actually don't remember buying this one. But it's on there. Third book is Verity by Colleen Hoover. This one I have absolutely no idea what it's about, but I've heard it's a really good book. I know Colleen Hoover has like her controversies and stuff. To be quite honest, I don't really care. Because I don't know, like I've read some of her books. As you guys will see, I have more of her books, and some of the ones that I've read are good and that I actually do enjoy. Would I say that they're my favorite books? No. Would I say that she's my favorite author? No. But I've never really had any issues with what she's put out, whatever. And I've heard that this book is amazing, and it's like a must read of hers. So I have it, and I haven't read it yet. So next I have is The Corpse Queen by Heather M. Herman. Never read it. I do remember buying it at Barnes & Noble, and I was like, I'm gonna get this book because the cover looks really pretty. People say never judge a book by its cover. I do. So I got this book. I have yet to read it. Next I have When She Was Good by Michael Robotham. Don't know what it's about. It's another one of those books that was like wrapped up in Barnes & Noble and it said thriller on it, and I picked it up and now I have it. Have not read it. It kind of sounds alright. I don't really know what it's about, but we'll see. Next, I Am Watching You by Teresa Driscoll. This book, I don't know what it's about, but my grandma got it for me for Christmas one year, and I haven't read it yet. It's on my list. Next, I have After the Fire by Will Hill. I can say that name. Don't know what it's about. I do remember getting it at Barnes & Noble, and it was another one where I was like, the cover is cute, so I got it. Okay. I have them all wrapped and ready to go. The only one that I didn't wrap was The Silent Patient because I've already read it. So I didn't wrap that one. Oh no! I didn't wrap this one. Hold on, let me wrap it. Okay. So I went ahead and I wrapped them all. I started with number 4 and went up to 10. The reason why I started with 4 is because I already wrapped 3 and put them up on my shelves. But I didn't say anything. Those were just horror books, and maybe I'll show you guys another day, but that was before I started recording. But yeah, these are the set of my thrillers. Right. Next we have my classic literature selection. I have a little bit more than I do thrillers. So let's get to it. So first up is Pride and Prejudice. Oh no, this is Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. I haven't read this one yet. I got this one at this place called Half Priced Book. Sorry, I closed my door. I got this from this place called Half Priced Books. I got it for like $5, and I really like Jane Austen. So I was like, I haven't read this one. So Jane Austen. Another Jane Austen one is Pride and Prejudice. This one I actually have read and I love it. It is such a good book. Next, I have My Grandmother Asked Me to Tell You She's Sorry by Frederick Backman. I have not read this one. I got it at the same book that I got the Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. At that half-price bookstore. It was again like $5. Haven't read it, but it looked pretty interesting, so got that one. Next is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronnett. I'm gonna get so much shit for that. But this one, Wuthering Heights, I like started reading it. What is this? Oh my god, there's a plane ticket in here. I started reading this and then I got bored and never finished it. I feel like now that I'm getting more into like classic literature, I feel like I would like it more, so I can give it another shot. Next is Charlotte Webb. I put this with my classic literature stuff because it is a classic. And I've read this book multiple times. It was one of my favorites growing up, and I also love the movie. So Charlotte's Web, love. Next, I have Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. I got this at Barnes & Noble because I really like this version. I haven't actually read this one. I've never actually read any of Charles Dickens' stuff, but I want to get into it. And I've heard this is a good book, so I bought it. This one I'm probably not going to wrap because I kind of don't want to do it. This is just 5 plays of Shakespeare. It's hella old. It was my mom's, and when she moved out of the house, she just never took it back, and I was like, I'll take it because it's really cute and I like it, but I'm not going to add it to like my new reads. I think I'll just read it as my life goes on. Next, I have That Was Then, This Is Now by S.E. Hinton. I have read this book. I do love this book. It's been a long time since I've read it, so I'm kind of in between wanting to add it to my list just so that I can reread it again, or not because I've read it, but it is a good one. This is my absolute favorite book of all times, The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. I read this book in 7th grade, and I read it at least once a year since. This is the book that got me into reading in the first place. I love this book. I love the movie adaptation of it. This one has to be my favorite forever and ever. This one I also probably won't put in there. It's the Reader's Digest condensed books. It's another one of my mom's books, and I was like, sure. So I took it. I don't think it says The Pelican Brief, Treasures, Eye of the Storm, and the Isle Harp, or the Island Harp. The Isle. Probably won't put this on there, but I like it. And then this one, Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. Also gonna get shit for it because it's a very popular classic novel. I read this book my junior year of high school. I really enjoyed this book. I've only read it once, so it's another one of those where I'm like, should I add it to the list? Should I not? We'll see. So that was all my classic literature stuff. Now I'm gonna wrap it and get ready. Classic lit is done. I did decide to add in That Was Then and This Is Now, as well as, what was the other one? Oh, Catcher in the Rye. I did add those in here as well, just because I don't remember them too much and I want to read them. So, this one is from 11 through 16. Next up is one of my bigger genres, which is my romance genre. So this one I'm just looping in like my adult and my young romances all into one, because there's so many. And then when I'm done reading all of them, then I'll do it better. But anyways, this one is a lot. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 piles in front of me right now. So first is all my Anna Hoying books. I love this bitch. She is 110% my favorite author ever. I love her books. I have most of them. I know there's a whole series that I am missing. I'm also missing a book out of the King ofs. Yeah, my King of Sins books. I'm missing one of the books, the newer release. I still have to go and buy it. That's gonna be coming pretty soon, and I'm super excited. So first one is The Striker. I loved this book. I really do. Amazing. Read it. Next up is I have all of her King ofs. So I have the King of Sloth, I have the King of Greed, King of Pride, and King of Wrath. I have also read every single one of these. And then I also have the Twisted Love series. So I have Twisted Love, Twisted Games, Twisted Hate, as well as Twisted Lies. This is my favorite series. My favorite Anna Huang series. I'll show you guys what my favorite series is. But this is my favorite Anna Huang series. It's the Twisted Love series. I think about this series like at least twice a day. I think about like Josh Chen all the time. Don't judge me. It's my favorite. Out of all four of these, Twisted Hate, baby. Love it. I love him. He's a goofy guy. And I love that. I also love Twisted Love, and Twisted Games. God, I love all four of these. Next is my Colleen Hoovers. So I don't have as many Colleen Hoovers. Like I said, she's not my favorite, but I also don't have any problems with her either. So I have It Ends With Us as well as It Starts With Us. I read both of these. I did like them. I didn't think they were too bad. I refused to watch the movie. So, but I didn't think they're too bad. I think that It Starts With Us was a good, like, sequel to It Ends With Us. And then I have Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. I have not read this one. I've heard it's pretty good, though. I also have Reminders of Him. This one I have read, and I do very much like this one. This is one of my favorite books by her. I thought it was really, really good. Judge me if you want. I don't give a fuck. Next is Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover as well. Have not read this one. My mom got me this one for Christmas. She got me this one as well as this for Christmas. Reminders of Him and the It Starts With Us and Ends With Us. I got those at Barnes & Noble on my own time. So I have Hunting Adeline. I don't have Haunting Adeline, the first one, which I really want. I read both of them on my Kindle. Well, I read the first one on my Kindle. This one I read in book form. It tore my heart and soul into millions and millions of pieces. It's so good, though. If you guys like dark romance, highly recommend this. Zayda Meadows, you fool. This one is Now You're Mine. This is the second book of the series. I'm trying to find the first one. I haven't found it yet, but this is the first one. This one I'm not gonna put in to the mix because I don't have the first book and I kind of don't want to start reading it from a random thing. Then I have Bully by Penelope Douglas. This one I have read. I do like. I know Penelope Douglas is another one where people are like iffy on. I like her. I've read a couple different ones of her books, but this is Bully by Penelope Douglas. It's a part of the Fall Away series. I've read another one. I think it's the one that's after this. Very good. I'd like to finish the whole series. I just haven't, but this is a good one. Some of these aren't actually like romancy, because this one's not. This one's kind of is. I'm mixing them all in because I don't know where else to put them. These are like young adult kind of shit, but anyways, this one is Girl in Pieces. I have read this one. I do like this one. It really hit home for me when I like read it. Like it really like touched a part of my soul that I really enjoyed. It's also one of the books that got me back into reading. Like The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton was the book that made me actually realize I liked reading. But you know, as everybody do, they go through their reading slumps, and I went through one like all of high school. I didn't read too much. But then I got this book and I started reading again, and now I have an actual obsession, and it's been a few years. But I do really like this one. So this one, I have Violent Ends. I have also read this one. It's about a school shooter. It's really good. It's kind of harsh and like it's kind of hard to read, but it was really good, and I would recommend it if you guys aren't too squeamish about that stuff. Next, I have A Little Life. I've heard so many good things about this book, and I have yet to read it. It has been on my TBR for a while now. I heard that it's so sad and it's like soul crushing. So for me, it's making me a little iffy on if I want to read it or not. But I'm gonna add it to the thing so that I can get my life in order and I can actually read it, because I want to know what the hype is about. Next is Love on the Brain by Allie E. Hazelwood. I have read this one. I do like it. I think it's a cute little story. I also have The Love Hypothesis by her, also a really good one. Out of both of these, I do prefer The Love Hypothesis, but they're both really good books, and they're both really cute stories. This one is Suicide Notes. I have read this one as well. It's really good. It's another one that kind of hits home and that is a little bit difficult to read, but it's super good. Going off with the theme of like harsh books and like school shootings, This Is Where It Ends. I've read this one as well. This one is super good. Out of both of these, I 100% prefer this one. This one's really good too, but I really liked this one. I liked how this one was written. It was really good. It's sad, obviously. It's not about something that's like cheery and happy, but it's good. It's written well. Suicide Notes from Beautiful Girls. I read this one, but I honestly don't remember a goddamn thing about it. So I'm gonna add it to my list so that I can actually remember to read it. Next stack, The Hating Game. This one I've never read. I heard it's pretty good. I know it's kind of like a cute story. Soon to be a major motion picture. Is it really one? I didn't know that. Eleanor in Park. This one's like, this is beat the heck up, and I really hate how beat up it is, but this is a really, really good book. I read this one in my like 7th grade, so it's been a little bit, but it's really good. I really liked it. I don't think I'm gonna add it to the list because I have read it a couple of different times. This Is Not a Love Letter. This book killed me. This book actually killed me. I read this book while I was on vacation. I was in North Carolina and I was sobbing by the pool. It was so sad. But it's really, really good. If anybody like, I suggest you read this one. It's amazing. Maybe I'll do a video on this one too. Looking for Alaska by John Green. I've read this book countless times. Very good book. It was one of my favorites for a long time, but you know, my reading has kind of upgraded. But The Fine Print by Lauren Asher I have as well. This is a good book. I read the entire series. What is it? The Dreamland Billionaire series. The whole series is good. Not my favorite series, but it's good. I would give it like a 4 out of 5 stars. Next, I have Heartbreakers by Hannah Grace. This one, I like read half of it and haven't finished it, so I think I'm gonna add it to the list. That way I can actually finish it. I heard it's a good book, and from what I have read, I really liked it. Not like the biggest sports romance person. I really like my billionaire romances. This book I've read and it makes me so sad, and I honestly think I'm gonna add it to this because I would love to reread it. You've Reached Sam by Dustin Theo. This book killed me. This book made me, the entire time I was thinking about this, or reading this, I was thinking about my boyfriend, and it made me really sad because if he died, I would lose my mind, and I would honestly think I'd go crazy and think that he was calling me too. But it's really, really good. Next, Every Day by David Levithan. This is a good book. This is my boyfriend's favorite book, and it is a good book. I've read it a couple different times. I've never read the like sequels to it because I know that there's like 2 or 3 different books in it, and I've never read those ones. I think that the way that this book left out was fine, and I enjoy it, and I wanted it. That's why I have it. My last stack of romance books. This I have, it's Night Shift by Annie Crown. This is like a young adult. I've read part of it, haven't actually finished it, so I'm gonna add it to the list. Then the rest of these is the After series by Anna Todd. I'm sure everybody knows about the After series. I absolutely hate the movies. I love the books. Love the books. Absolutely hate the series or the movies. Horrible, terrible movies. Hardin doesn't even look like Hardin. The first time that I read this series, I did read it when it was a Wattpad book, when it was about Harry Styles, and it was very good fan fiction, and I am glad that it actually came out as an actual book with like different name, and like they changed the names and stuff. I actually really liked that. The books are still really good. Like, she really didn't, oh my god, from what I remember with the fan fictions to this, I feel like she really didn't change too much. Like, it's basically just the names in the book. Okay, I have them all here. So I've done 17 through 24. Most of the books most of like the romance books and stuff that I have, I've already read. So this is a little bit of a lighter stack. Yeah, these are all the ones. Dude, I'm getting super excited about this. All right, my next big section or genre is my fantasy one. So that the only reason why this is larger is because I have all of Sarah J. Maas's books, minus one, the last book of the Crescent City series. First and foremost, I have the Akhtar series. I have read every single one of these books. I have loved every single one of these books. Fantastic book series. I know I told you guys that you will see my favorite book series. You're seeing it. This is my favorite book series. And that's including Throne of Glass, which I have also read, and which is also here. It is also right here. So I have the entirety, oh, these are switched. I have the entirety of Throne of Glass as well. My mom got me these for Christmas. The All of a Court of Mist and Fury, or Akhtar series, I bought by myself. This my mom bought me. She bought me like the whole case of the series, and I love her for it. Amazing book series. My favorite book is the last one, which I know it's not on the last one here, but ignore that. Kingdom of Ash it got me sobbing. It's literally so sad, and it's so good. It's such a good way to like tie off the whole series. And then I also have the Crescent City. I have the first one, as well as the second one. I have read this one, but I have not read this one. The reason I'm not going to put this in, like tie it in with the things I've never read, is because I don't want to ruin this book. It's like a nice, really fancy one. Same with the first one. I don't want to ruin them. I don't have like the regular, thing for it, covers. And I just don't want to ruin these beautiful covers because I love them, and then like I don't want to crack the spines. It's a whole mess of shit. If you know, you know. So I'm not gonna add that one in just because I don't want to. Oh shit. Next is these. Ooh. So I have part of the Shatter Me series. I have read these three. I have read Shatter Me, Unravel Me, and Ignite Me. I've read all three of these, but I have not read Restore Me yet. So I am gonna add it on to the thing. But I really like this series too. This was like the first series that got me into like fantasy and like romantasy. This was like the first thing that really got me into it. Next I have The Night and Its Moon by Piper CJ. I have not read this one, but it looks and sounds really good. This was an impulsive buy that I did at Barnes & Noble. I saw it, I read the back of it, and I was like, sounds pretty good. Next is Powerless. Everybody knows Powerless by Lauren Roberts. Started it, never finished it. I heard the whole series is absolutely fantastic. I only have the first one, but I'm still gonna add it on here. And the last one is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I have not read this one. I don't have the other books, and I've heard like mixed things about this series. I've heard it's really good, and then I've heard that some people don't like it. I don't know. The thing that makes me a little bit anxious about this one is that I know it's like enemies to lovers, then lovers back to enemies kind of thing, and that kind of freaks me out. But I would like to read it eventually. And it's on my physical TBR. That's all my fantasy. Like I said, most of my fantasy and like romantasy stuff is Sarah J. Maas right now. I am currently reading Fourth Wing. I just finished the first one and I'm about halfway done with the second one. I am reading those though on my Kindle, so those are online ones. All right, fantasy section is done. So this one is 25 through 28. So I don't have too many of the fantasy books, because like I said, I've read them all. So yeah, I'm gonna go put these on my shelf.
Crazy and wild. I also understand a lot of people would just be like, what?
Okay. I've wrapped all of the books that I want to read, physical books that I want to read. And I put them up here. So 1 through 3, I have my horror book section. I didn't go through that with you guys because I thought about the idea to make the video after I put those up. So sorry about it. So 1 through 3 is my horror book collection. 4 through 14, I have my classic literature section. 15, oh no wait. So my horror section is 1 through 3. The thriller section is 4 through 10. My classic literature section, 11 through 16. My romance section is 17 through 24. And my fantasy is 25 through 28. So I have 28 books that are wrapped and are needed to be read still. And now I have a shiz ton of books that I have read. I also have like bibliographies. I think that's the word. I also have those, like I have these 3, which my 5 Seconds of Summer, Hey Let's Make a Band. I have Motley Crue's The Dirt, as well as Heroin Diaries, Nikki Sixx Diaries, that he put out when he was off the heroin and off the drugs. I don't know if I want to wrap these. I don't think I will. just because these are more books that like I would listen to, like my audiobooks and stuff. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I also have two. I have one about Charles Manson and another one about like just different serial killers, because I'm a psychotic bitch like that. Those ones I'm also not going to be wrapping, because again, I like to listen to those on audiobooks, so I'll just play them when I'm in the car or doing something. But yeah, so those ones are gonna stay away. But now I have so many books that I have read that I need to put away. So I have to figure out what I'm gonna do with those, but
now getting in the way of...
Okay, it's like hours later, and I finally finished putting everything away. So I have over here, like, just a bunch of random shit, and then my bookshelf over there. I was able to put pretty much all of my, my books on there. I also found some rings while I was going through, so now I have a bunch of rings on. This is the one my boyfriend gave me. But I bought this one off of Etsy. I don't know if you guys can see that. I bought it off of Etsy and I really like it, and I forgot that I even got it, but I have it. So yeah, it's like hours later and I'm basically done cleaning. Basically, that's just garbage I have to take outside, which I'm gonna go and take out in a bit. And then I just have to put my my sheets back on my bed, and then I'm done. Hey, homies. So I was just editing the video. It's like a few days after I made that, and I noticed I never did an outro. I just kind of ended it. But is that shelf, and I started to read. My grandmother asked me to tell you that she's sorry. That was one of the books that I chose to read from this little thing. So I'm gonna read that and then I'll let you guys know how it is. But I hope that you guys really enjoyed this. If you guys did, please let me know. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Stay safe out there, homies. Peace.